Okay guys, hi, this is Nutty Rock Chick. I do have a semi-serious video for you today. This is about the whole Smart fans, regular fans and Marks scenario. When I first got on here, I didn't really understand where the term Smarks came from. I didn't really understand what a mark was, and I didn't really understand why they were arguing. Recently, due to a few videos that have gone backwards and forwards, I've kind of got a better grasp of this concept. So I just thought I'd run through my thoughts with you guys. To me, what it seems to be is that people that they class as Smart fans are the guys who really enjoy wrestling, really love the sport, and want to know everything about it. They want to know all the backstage stuff. They want to know how the business works. They want to know how they pull off the moves. They want to know how stuff's filmed and all that sort of thing. I have no problem with these guys. In fact, I find the information really interesting a lot of the time. Marks tend to be people who, if anything, becomes slightly over-absorbed in the storytelling to the point that they almost take it as reality. I think there probably are a few kids out there that think it's real, but as a majority, as adults, we know it's scripted. We know that sort of thing. But Marks are obsessive about their particular brand, and they believe that their company promotion can do no wrong, and therefore all other brands are inferior. And nothing that their brand has ever done wasn't perfect, and anyone who disagrees with them, they think are stupid. Most regular fans, I think, are somewhere in the middle. I think most of us know some of the Smart stuff, but don't want it to jade our perception of the product. Some people say that knowing all the stuff doesn't actually do that. But from my own personal view, when I started getting into all the backstage stuff and then watched a pay-per-view, I found it extremely frustrating. And then I went on one of the other guys' reviews afterwards, and he sort of said, well, I watched it with my brain switched off, so I wasn't thinking about all the business stuff and all the technical stuff, and I went and rewatched the pay-per-view with that in mind, and actually quite enjoyed it. So I think, yes, it does affects your perception of what you see. I think the Smart fans and the regular fans, and even the Marks to a certain degree, though I do find them occasionally a bit much, more due to their lack of intolerance than anything else, kind of need to remember that no matter what your opinion, if you don't respect other people's opinions, you have no right to demand that they respect yours. A fan has as much right to want to know everything about a business as a fan has a right to not want to know everything about a business, to just want to enjoy the product for what it is. They're both valid points of view, and they're both sets of people are true fans. It doesn't make you less of a true fan if you don't want to know everything that's going on all the time, and at the same time it doesn't make you less of a true fan if you do. I think we just kind of need to respect each other a little bit more, because at the end of the day, we are all fans. Is ignorance bliss? Do the marks who are completely blinded to anything but their idea that their brand is perfection better off? I think sometimes they are, because they get a lot more enjoyment from it. But I think they tend to be very disrespectful, which I find very annoying. Okay, so that's kind of my two cents on the matter. Though I will add a quick note: haters can be classed as marks, because 9 times out of 10 they get their buzz off pissing someone else off. And to be honest, I think they're the saddest group of all. Okay, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Keep watching, and I shall talk to you guys soon.